Welcome to Fantastic Stories. The Silurian Hypothesis is a thought experiment that explores the possibility that an advanced civilization may have existed on Earth millions of years before humans, but that evidence of their existence could have been erased by geological processes. Named after Silurian period, it was proposed in 2018 as an interesting way to question how we may detect the existence of prior industrial civilizations on Earth or other planets. The Silurian Hypothesis. The key points of the Silurian Hypothesis include: time frame. The hypothesis speculates that if an advanced civilization arose on Earth millions of years ago, during the dinosaur era or earlier, most direct evidence of their existence, like cities, buildings, or artifacts, would likely have been destroyed due to geological process such as plate tectonics, erosion, and sedimentation. Fossil record. The fossil record might not preserve the remains of such a civilization. Over tens of millions of years, fossils and artifacts could be destroyed or buried so deeply that they are inaccessible to current excavation methods. Only indirect markers, such as isotopic anomalies or unusual chemical deposits in the geological layers, might remain. Industrial civilization markers. The Silurian Hypothesis asks what traces a technological civilization would leave behind over tens of millions of years. These could include unusual concentrations of elements or isotopes, example synthetic chemicals or radioactive waste, significant shift in the carbon cycle due to industrial activity, detectable in ice cores or rock layers, fossil fuel burning or rapid extinction of species due to environmental changes. Current geological period. The hypothesis also implies that if such a civilization had existed, Earth's natural processes would have largely erased its physical traces. Even our current industrial civilization might leave only subtle geological markers over such vast timescales, prompting us to consider the vulnerability of detecting past intelligent life forms. Motivation. The purpose of this hypothesis is not to suggest that such a civilization definitely existed, but to challenge our thinking about how we interpret geological and environmental records. It also relates to astrobiology by asking how we would detect the signs of previous civilizations on other planets, such as Mars or Venus. Anthropocene analogy. The Silurian Hypothesis parallels the idea that our current human civilization, the Anthropocene, will leave geological markers like plastic pollution, increased CO2 levels, and radioactive isotopes. These markers could serve as future evidence of our existence, much like potential ancient markers could hint at previous civilizations. The Silurian Hypothesis also raises the question of how long traces of our own technological civilization would last in the archaeological record. Studies suggest that most physical structures, such as buildings and roads, would significantly deteriorate within a few thousand years. Concrete structures may erode within 10,000 to 100,000 years, depending on environmental conditions, while metals like iron would likely corrode and disintegrate within a few centuries or millennia. Over millions of years, only the most durable materials, like certain plastics or deep geological markers, might persist, leaving only subtle hints of our existence. In summary, the Silurian Hypothesis encourages interdisciplinary thinking, combining geology, archaeology, and even planetary science, and suggests that the absence of evidence isn't necessarily evidence of absence. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the story, consider subscribing to my channel. Have a great day and see you next time.